What is up, guys? All right, it's been a while since I posted the video. What, 3 months? Hold on, let me check real quick. It's officially been 5 months since I posted my last video, and that video was me basically explaining when these girls tried to jump my cousin. All right, but that's enough of that. Let's tell you what we're going to be talking about today. So basically, this is another story time from about 2018, which is like where all of my story times took place, except for the one where the lady destroyed the guy's car. That's the only recent one. My other two story times, they chased us for 4 hours and they tried to jump my cousin. Those are both story times from 2018. So, what I'm going to be telling you about today is another fight story time. Yes, that is two fight story times in a row. It might not be, back to back, but it's in a row. It's right next to the other one. All right, but that's enough chit chat. Before I start this, you guys like this video, comment down below, say first. I know people find it annoying, but I want to see who's first. I want to see who's an OG. All right, let's get into it. All right, guys, so this took place in October 2018. Now, back in 2018, I used to take band. Now, the thing is, for band, we didn't have an actual in-school class for that. Like, when I say in school, I mean during the school day. So we had to stay after school for band class. The band class was really small. It was literally 3 boys and about 5 girls. That's it. That's all the band was because it's after school and a lot of people did not want to stay after school. So there was this one kid. Let's just call him Jimmy. That's definitely not his real name, but I'm not gonna say his real name because he is one of those people that will probably call the cops on me because he literally has called the cops on a lot of people. Now, Jimmy, first of all, I'm just gonna say he was not liked by anybody in the school. He had no friends whatsoever. No one liked him, and he's gotten beat up by at least 10 of just my friends, and he has gotten beat up by more people that are not my friends that I don't even know. That's how disliked he is. That's how annoying he is. He starts every fight. Okay, so we were in band class. We were just having fun, playing our instruments. I played trombone, he played trumpet. People that play trumpet, you automatically know they're annoying. Jimmy, he's a trumpet player. He's annoying. Now, this day, our teacher, he told us that we can go play drums because we were basically begging him to go play drums because every single person in that band room, except for me, used to be on the drum line the year prior to that. Now, everything was fine going over there. So basically, how my school is set up, we have three whole different music rooms. We have the band room, we have the bigger band room, which is basically the auditorium, but that's just the bigger band room. That's where all the instruments are held. And then you have the strings room, which is basically violins, violas, cellos, things like that. We get into the big band room, everything's fine. We start playing drums. But the kid Jimmy gets annoyed with me because I was not on the drum line and I didn't know the drum line routine. Now, Jimmy, what his problem was, he wanted to go over the routine that they did last year. I like drums. I'm pretty good at drums. Everyone tells me I'm good at drums. I'm just a natural drummer. But even though I was good, I still didn't know the routine. And he was like, "Can you please stop playing your drum so I can do the routine?" And I, being the petty guy I am, I told him no. I want to play drums. I like playing drums. Ever since I was a little boy, I've always asked my mom for a drum set. I love drums. So because I did not stop playing the drums, Jimmy gets mad. Jimmy does not take it out on me physically. He does it verbally. Now, to make it even worse, Jimmy had a crush on every single girl that was in that band class with us. Every single girl. Jimmy decides to try to act tough, and Jimmy starts talking a whole bunch of stuff, just like random stuff that doesn't even go together. Like, I didn't say anything to him. He's like, "Bro, you're being annoying. You're only acting this way because you like these girls. You're trying to be tough in front of the girls." Now, literally, just flip that back to him. Just flip that back to him because that's exactly the way it was. It's like he was basically explaining himself. Now we're sitting there, minutes goes by, probably a half an hour to an hour goes by. He's sitting there nagging me, nagging me, nagging me because I don't want to stop playing the drums, and he's still bothering me, and he's bothering me about it. I'm getting heated. I start talking crap back because you guys should already know by now. I'm not the kind of person that just take crap from somebody and not give some back. So the time finally comes that we have to leave the big band room and transition back to the small band room. I guess just to put our instruments back up or something because we were not in there for a long time. Now, I may be mistaking, sorry, because it's a little blurry. We probably did go in there to play a couple songs or whatever, but I just remember being in there very briefly. Now, when we finished in the small band room, I remember as we're walking out the door, he says something so slick, and I told him stop talking to me, and he says no, you're just acting tough, you're not gonna do anything. So I show him that I'm not just acting tough and I'm gonna do something, and I punch him in the back of the head. Now I know you guys are like, oh, you can't fight, that's a sucker punch. Listen, I was mad. He said I wasn't gonna do anything. I did something, he didn't do anything back. The only thing he did was say to me, oh, don't touch me. Well, he said the F word, but I'm not gonna say that on here because I'm not trying to get my video taken down. By the grace of God, we were in the back of the line. The teacher was already out the door. He didn't see anything. Now, the teacher, I don't know why he was walking out the school with us because I'm pretty sure he does not usually do that. But he was walking outside of the school with us. And as we're walking down the hallway, he's just next to me, talking, talking, talking in my ear, talking, talking, talking. And my friend in the back, she knew something was gonna go on, so she just took her phone out and started recording. The thing is, I personally did not know she was recording. No one told me she was recording. She didn't say she was recording. So we're walking out the doors and he's talking crap. And I said, okay, keep talking crap. We're gonna go to your house and we're gonna fight. Now, the reason why I said we're gonna go to his house and we're gonna fight is because his house is right across the street from the school. And even the deans at the school would say, if you're not on school grounds, like even if you're across the street from the school, we can't do anything. You're not on school grounds. That's problems for the police now. So I'm like, say less. I know I'm not getting arrested. I was 12 years old. I'm not getting arrested for hitting someone. So he just couldn't wait to hold his words in for like 3 more minutes until we got across that street. And as we're walking down the stairs, he's talking crap and he calls me the F slur, which is something you would call a gay person. That's all I'm saying. He calls me that, and that triggers me because I'm personally not gay. All right. And so what I did, I go up to this kid, I walk right next to him, I hit him in the head twice with a punch, back of the head, again with the sucker punch. Don't come at me for it. Listen, I was literally 12 years old, buddy. But I hit him twice in the back of the head and I put him in the headlock. The headlock is my signature move. Anytime I get into a fight, you're getting into a headlock and you're getting beat up. No one has ever escaped my headlock. No one has ever escaped my headlock. So I put him in the headlock. I lift him off the ground. I do a 360. I spin my whole body's turning, everything. My head, my feet, my legs, my toes, my fingers, my tongue, my eyeballs, my teeth. Everything's turning. He's turning with me. He's looking like a windmill. And I just let him go. He flies about 10 feet. He hits the ground, the cement, and he bounces off of the cement. And his glasses are 25 feet away from him. When I tell you this guy bounced, he bounced like a bouncy ball if you throw it from the top of the Eiffel Tower. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but you guys know he bounced. Now, after he bounced back, he gets up to his feet and he swipes at me like an angry cat. Guess what he says? Don't touch me. Yes, I just bleeped myself out. Don't come at me for it. He goes, don't touch me. Like I said, the teacher did walk out with us, so he was a couple steps away and he runs in. This is the funniest part. This is the funniest part, and I swear I wish I had this part on record. The teacher comes out and he runs in front of me and he's like, you're done, you're done, go home, you're done, you know what, I'm writing you up tomorrow, you're done, go home. And the what makes it so funny, he was like the whitest teacher at the school and no one liked him. He was like really like the only white teacher. I don't know if I call it whitewash because he's white, but he's like the only whitewashed teacher. All the other white teachers, they're like blackwashed because we were not living in like the suburbs. We're not living in the country. We were living in the hood. He was like the only whitewashed teacher. So his voice just made everything 10 times funnier because no one talks like him. So this guy's just yelling at me, and I have this really bad habit of chewing on plastic. And when we came out of the school, I was definitely chewing on a plastic spoon. And after I threw this kid, as the teacher's yelling at me, I just put the spoon in my mouth, start chewing it, and then walk away. I just walk away. Now, I get home, I'm chilling. I'm like, my mom didn't address anything. I'm thinking they didn't call her. A couple hours later, she gets, oh, this was a Friday as well. This makes it so much better. Couple hours later, about 2, 3 hours later, she gets a call and she's so mad. So mad. Basically, when they call my mom, they tell her that this was a serious matter. The boy is in the hospital. I nearly broke his arm. I was so close to breaking his arm, and that I would have to come into the school on Monday so they can settle my punishment. Now, here's the thing. Over the weekend, there was a group chat. I don't remember if it was made before or if it was made after or if Jimmy made it or if someone else made it. But it was a group chat with me, him, and my best friend. Now, all I really remember from that group chat is that him, Jimmy, threatening my best friend. That's all I remember. He said he was going to bring a knife to school and stab him. Now, I basically just took screenshots of that, and when we went back to school on Monday, I showed that to them first thing. So, of course, they questioned me. They're like, okay, why'd you do this? Do you feel like you really had to throw him? You could have broke his neck the way you took him by the neck and threw him like that. You could have broke his neck and you could have killed him. And they also were like, you don't even live over that way. Why were you following him? Why were you close to him? You could have just avoided that if you just went the other way and went home. Which now I 100% agree with them on that. I 100% agree with them on that. I could have just went the other way, walked home. But no, I was fixated on finding that kid. Now, here's what happened. Since he did provoke the fight, he basically instigated the fight. He provoked it, and he also threatened to kill a student and bring a weapon to school. Basically, a school threat, all right? So he got suspended for 5 days. I got suspended for 10 days. I was on the verge of getting expelled, and I was so mad because I really almost got expelled. Because when I was in the main office and they were talking to me, my teacher comes in, reading teacher. We had a reading teacher and a writing teacher. There was not just one English teacher. There's a reading and writing. So my reading teacher, she comes in and she's like, whatever he did, expel him. He's a bad student. Now, the thing about this teacher, she literally always told me how I'm her favorite student, how I'm the smartest student in her class. She always used my stuff as an example. But no, she comes in there and switches up. She's like, oh no, he's such a bad student. You should expel him for whatever he did. Now, luckily, I did not get expelled. I came back 10 days later, but everyone was saying I was expelled. I came back 10 days later, boom. About a month later, I found out my crush joined band. So I basically begged my band teacher to let me back into band. And he let me back into band. He just made me promise that I wouldn't fight anyone anymore. Not even a month later, I got kicked back out. Now, guys, I know you might like fighting. You might think it's cool. You might think it makes you look cool. Fighting can put your life at risk if it doesn't put your actual life, your soul, your physical life. It could put your mental life at risk. You could end up going to jail. You could literally die. You never know what you're getting into when you're getting into a fight. All right. Especially, don't fight someone over saying something. Words are just going to be words at the end of the day. They're not physically hurting you. If they're not threatening you, you don't need to defend yourself. If you don't need to physically defend yourself, if you're not being confronted physically, You don't need to confront them physically either. If there's no physical confrontation, you shouldn't make there be a physical confrontation, okay? There's always a way to avoid a fight. Whether you like it or not, think. Just sit and think for a second. How could you avoid this? Is it worth it in the long run? Most times, it's not going to be worth it. It's really never going to be worth it. So just don't go for it. And the moral of the story, don't be like Jimmy and try to impress girls, or you're gonna get thrown by a black guy, alright? Okay, now I'm just kidding, but really, just don't be annoying, guys. It's not gonna get you anywhere in life. Don't try to impress girls, because at the end of the day, those girls are probably not gonna like you. They're probably not gonna remember you in 2 to 3 years, alright? So just stay to yourself, make friends, don't be annoying about it, alright? And with that being said, you guys turn off post notifications. If you like this video, like the video. Leave a comment if you want. You don't really have to, because comments don't even do anything, and most people don't even comment on the video. Share the video if you like it. And just, have a good day. Peace.